Okay, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Oof the Premium. I'm your host, Darren Walters, and I am a great uncle, and nobody can take that away from me. But anyway, on this week's episode, this week's broadcast, we're going to go ahead and discuss the merits of, several opportunities that arise in UFTA. We have just a little bit of cleaning house, a little bit of organization to go over. And we're going to start with tractor fender doodles. This is a possibility of adding to the scope, depth, and actions of the fender doodles. Okay. So far they have quite a wide scope, but now we're going to include tractors, right? So the handy tractor, it kind of goes unnoticed in the game because it's tacitly understood to be a part of every productive farm role, right? Roles 4, 5, and 6, where we did see cultivate and harvest. So now we have the tractor, and if we place the fender doodle on it, what it does is it basically takes two actions and condenses them into one, okay? And so if I have the tractor and I place the fender doodle on it, I can expect, instead of doing just two actions on my turn, I can expect, in fact, to do 4 total actions. And all of those actions, they're only going to be half price. So what that just basically boils down to is you'll pay, it depends on the number of crops you put out, of course. But anyway, let's just go ahead and demonstrate and see what that looks like here. So I've got the tractor, I got the fender doodle. I'm just going to start from scratch. I don't have any of the particular equipment items yet, so I'm just going to see what this looks like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disc. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant. See what that looks like. Probably be carrots. Be chard. Okay. Now, that in fact constituted just one action, right? Because that's the benefit that the fender doodle confers. And now we're going to go ahead and on our second action, we're going to perform 2 actions. So we're going to cultivate and harvest. Okay. Now notice how you do have to pay 2 actions with the fender doodle, right? Placing a fender doodle on top of the tractor does cost 2 actions. Okay. So that's something to bear in mind. And now, since I don't have any of the equipment, I should have paid. It's the regular rate of pay, so it'll still cost 1 action to disc, 1 to seed, 1 to cultivate, and 1 to harvest. In this particular case, well, what happens if I combine this? And I have a fender doodle placed on another equipment item. Well, if that's the case, let's just go over what does this benefit confer again. Normally, under normal circumstances, you can go on the attack. Well, you're not going on the attack. What you're doing is you're collecting rent from others. Okay, so if I'm going to collect rent from my neighbor, I own the cedar and I have a fender doodle on it, I'm going to reap twice the amount. So if they have 2 crops, for instance, that would be 4 tokens, and then you would double it because of the fender doodle. And now what happens after that is the fender doodle is spent by an action, and it goes down. Okay, it converts back into a baby. Okay, so there's another possibility with the equipment items besides going and collecting rent, and that is that you can essentially do that particular action for free. Okay, so you have to decide, is it really worth my time to do this particular action for free? After all, I did pay 2 actions to place the thing on the item. Okay, so the grower, it's up to the grower. They have to make the decision. Am I going to use it to my advantage with opponents, or am I going to use it on the home farm, take advantage of an opportunity where I don't have to pay, right? I think that's what we want anyway. If I own the cedar, oh, that's right. If you own the equipment, I think I've got that wrong. If you time out, hold the phone. If you own the equipment, you don't have to pay anyway. So that's not the benefit of confers. Well, this is why it's up in the air. This isn't in the official rules. This is just something that I've thought of that we can work on together as we build this legacy project or after I happen to pass away. So what we're going to do is we're going to say the cedar, we place the item on there. You can actually plant double the amount. Okay. Now that's not what's true of the disc cultivator and harvester. Those things I haven't figured out yet. So if we place the chard down, we can go ahead and plant another crop. And that would be the benefit conferred, and then it would go down. It would demote to a Primordia Finnerdoodle. Okay. So, looking at that, we've got chard and carrots. What happens if I have the Finnerdoodle on, let's say, the cedar and the tractor? Okay. Well, what that means is the tractor is going to be in use 4 times, doing 2 actions for the price of 1. Okay, so we would disc, in this case, let's say we're going to do multiple fields this time. We would disc, and it would cost the regular rate, 246. I don't own the disc, so I would pay 6. And then I would plant. Now when I'm planting, like I said, I can place double the amount. Since I have 3 fields, I'm going to place 2 on each field. And I'm going to do that for, well, should I do that for free? I don't know. Being able to plant multiple items in your fields is quite the advantage. Yeah, I would say so. Doing this kind of gets into the territory of the high tunnel. A high tunnel allows you to plant an extra crop right on a field space. And so I don't know if I want to set up that sort of contention. Let each piece have its own particular function, right? Anyway, so we'll just say, yeah, we can go ahead and plant multiple crops. But then how much is this going to cost? Am I going to pay regular price? I did pay regular price for the disc, even though I had a Finnerdoodle on the tractor. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say you do have to pay the elevated prices, for multiple crops on multiple fields. That rule is going to kick into effect because you have to consider each phase of production. So I would pay in this instance 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 because I have 6 crops on fields. So I would pay 12. Which is a lot, but it's also a lot in return. You're likely to get a 3 or 4 crop combo doing this method. And I can cultivate. Harvest. Now, there may be a special difference with the tractor. if their fender doodle is placed on the tractor, it's a special case because really the fender doodle should come completely off of the item, so that next time you have to in fact spin 2 actions, right? So there's a difference in the game where I'm not sure I want to do that, and I think we'll just test this game out to see how it plays. Okay, and then I would just continue. I'd pay for the cultivating and the harvesting, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for that aspect of the game plan. Okay, the other thing I want to consider is the possibility of the 2 bankruptcy rule. You know, in UKTA, it's pretty common to end up with a bankruptcy maybe early in the game because sometimes things just conspire against you. Fate, karma, bad luck. I don't know the Indian words for bad fate, but I'm sure they have it. So that's kind of the idea there. With the two bankruptcy procedure, though, that means you've lost twice. That's really more on your shoulders, your responsibility, and I feel like the penalty for that should be steeper. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say you're penalized by not only giving up your tractor to another grower who bids for it, or who rolls the dice for it, with the highest dice roll. In this case, it's more like an indentured servant. You're going to lose your tractor, and then you're not going to have it back when it's your turn. And so when it does become your turn, I have to figure out what is a good system of reparations or something in order to balance the game. The grower doesn't have a tractor. It could be simply that they maybe the tractor is worth 20 tokens since it's so critical to the game. And what you have to do is you have to pay back is that what we want to do? I was thinking we could have a payback system where we repay the loan. So let's see if that's a good idea or not. We've got the tractor. Let's say it's worth 20 tokens, and the other grower gets to keep the tractor. Let's see, I don't know if we want to do that or not. They're in bankruptcy, they've only got 5 tokens, and then they don't have their tractor. That may be too steep a penalty. So let's just scratch that. I don't think we're going to do that. So never mind about the double penalty. You're already vulnerable from a bankruptcy. I don't know why. We don't need to pile on, okay? Which is something that should be true of our legal system too. Stop piling on. People make mistakes. Okay. Fender doodles on adversity cards. Oh, yeah, so you can place fender doodles on adversity cards. Let's say you've acquired them. If you place the fender doodle on the adversity card, for about 7 of the 12 cards, it merely doubles the effect. So if you're going to remove 2 crops, then instead you're going to remove 4 crops. Okay, that's the added bonus, the doubling effect of the fender doodle. Okay, and so that's going to be present in the game. Notice, however, that with the all or none cards, ones that wipe you completely out because all items are removed, or if none of them are removed, such as the 10 tokens card, well, it's going to confer double the benefit. So for the 10 tokens card, it's 20 tokens, right? If you keep the card and place fender doodles on it. But for all the other cards that are all or none, there's 0 effect. So they don't affect those cards. All right, so make sure you know what kind of card you're putting it on. Make sure it's worth your while. Okay, so that takes care of adversity cards. All right. Yeah, so I think that covers it. So we're just going to go ahead and demonstrate here in a quick game the possibilities and permutations of this enhanced version of UFTA. Again, not in the rule book. These are just variations that you can work out with your friends and family and hopefully have a lot of fun doing. I think it's fun anyway. There aren't many, there's just not much out there that can entertain you. I would say day in, day out, year in, year out. I think UFTA belongs in that category. And so hopefully I can get this up and going for everyone. But it does take a lot of risk. I mean, there's a lot of expenses involved. Creating a board game is a serious endeavor, and it's just not cheap. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and make sure everybody gets their stuff. And let's go with the gamble tokens, which I've neglected to put. All right, so here we go. Looking at a 1 and a 6. So we've got, what have we got at this time? Chard. Here's some chard for you. Going down. 1, 2, 3. Sabotage. We've got spinach. Ooh, good start for 2 growers. Starting off the bat with some pretty high quality product. Okay. 1. It's not gonna happen. Here's a 5. Spinach, carrots, chard. Beans. 5, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 2 in the cup. Okay, here we go. Gambling. I don't think I have to do it yet. Nope. Cultivate and harvest. Alright, chart on the right spot is 13. Spinach with keep. Squash. Four. 4 is green light go. Spinach on the wrong one is 11. This over. Peas. Peas we keep. Squash we get rid of. Cultivate and harvest. Beans on the wrong spot is 7. Over. Cucumber. So we'll keep cucumber. There it is. Spinach. good. Buy productive. Okay, so what do we got here? My chart. Okay. Cucumbers. Up to bat. Okay, so here we go. Cultivate and harvest. We've got spinach on the wrong spot, which is 11. I heard these amps go to 11. Only in spot. Okay, so here. Keep those. That's not good. We have to take it. Yep. Move 2 crops. Bad luck strikes grower B. And C. 32 cover crops, don't have to do it. Escaped. In that particular case, we escaped our fate, which was wonderful. 1. Okay. Gamble. I'll gamble. 1, 2, 6 tokens spent. 4 remains. There goes our margin. Okay, so there's that. We're going to do the usual thing. 5 is productive, so we've got chard. We'll cultivate and harvest that. We've got 10 tokens. They look like they're ready to score. Spend money, that is. Okay, so here's a corn. Radishes we get rid of. Okay. 2 productive. It's not. Yeah, okay. Why not? Purchase a card. 2 crops. 1. Collect 10 tokens. So we got our 10 tokens back. Just via Lady Luck, right? So here's a habit gamble. 1, 7. That's 7 rolls. I don't think I'll have any money left. That'd be 4 is 10. 5 is 15. 6 is 21. 21 and 7. That's 28. That's 28 tokens. I don't think this grower has 28 tokens. 15, 16, 17. Alright, so remember the bankruptcies we were talking about? Lo and behold, grower C has managed to do just that. Lost all their funds. So now they go into bankruptcy. They lose their tractor. These growers roll over it. And somebody grabs the best item from their weight cue tray. So we got cucumber, kale, peas. Here's a 1. Here's 2, you don't have to do it. Oh, time out. We've got to conduct this roll. This part of the game. We never resolved the tractor, so we're going to roll for that. We've got a 6 and a 3. So the 6 wins. Since the 6 wins, we're going to grab the tractor over here. And it's giving us 2 tractors. Okay, so now we're going to be doubly productive. Okay, so we're going to cultivate. We're going to disc. Okay. Now we're going to use the tractor again. We're going to cultivate and harvest. So that costs another 2 tokens, right? Then the tractor goes back to the grower. And we've got cucumbers on cucumbers, which is 13. That over. Spinach. I think we'll keep spinach. Get rid of the kale. Alright. Here's a 1. Transfer crops to unharrowed. Don't have to do it. 5 is gross. Corn. Carrots, I guess. Oh no, peas. Two in the cup. Okay, keeping the kale, peas, broccoli. Choose productive. And way 2 crops. Gambling's not gonna happen. 2. We just move the peas down to secure our spot. And we can't use broccoli radishes. Okay. Alright, so this grower can make a purchase. They're going to purchase this. And they're going to do this. And now may be the time to use these adversity cards. I think so. So the card is going to be played, but the grower has the freedom to choose both growers and eliminate their crops. Okay, so peas is gone and chard is gone. Okay. They've already gambled. High productive. What do we got? Carrots, cucumbers. Okay, we're gonna. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna go with carrots, I guess. Like those. We may have another bankruptcy on our hands. Okay, so cucumber, peas, radishes, chard. 2. Take this up. 5 productive. Let's go with, what do we want? Chard. Chard. Okay. Got radishes. 2 productive carrots. We're going to move that up. Potatoes. Ooh, 4. Okay, so now we like potatoes. Planting and cultivating. But we're also going to place a fenner noodle. Like so. Now notice how placing a fenner noodle in the market is a free activity, okay? Whereas placing fenner noodles on items on your farm costs actions. And I may revisit that rule. I may just we want to make sure that there's no confusion there, because I prefer simplicity in design. It's possible, where possible. 5, 6, 7, 8. First action, chart on the wrong spot's 11. Potatoes, yeah, we'll keep those. Great, carrots. Yeah, we'll keep carrots. Radishes. Okay, 6 sabotage. We've got carrots on the wrong spot. It's worth 6. Flip that over. Cucumbers. Ooh, we keep cucumbers. They're so good for you. Cucumbers. Okay, so we got cucumber, kale, peas, potatoes, carrots. 6 sabotage. We got potatoes on potatoes. It's 15. Sabotage. We've got kale. Broccoli. Okay, let's go with broccoli. Alright. 6 sabotage. Chief. Let's go with cucumbers. Once again. Let's go and get some extra spot. We have squash. Beans. 4 is productive. Okay, so what do we want to do? We got cucumbers and beans. Alright, so here's where, if you're wondering if you want to teach your kids math, budgeting skills, or anything like that, here's a case where I'm ready to do something, but I have to carefully count my funds. So do that first. So I got 15, 16, 17, 18. Got 18 tokens. Now I have to figure out what is the cost to do each of these items in the field, to place them. Can I do 1 crop? Can I do 2, or can I do 3? Right? Or more? Well, the cost of production is what we're looking for. And the cost of production is, in fact, 2 tokens per crop. I'm going to plant multiple crops. So we're looking at this. It's going to be 2, 4, 6. The next phase of production will double, that'd be 12, and then the next phase will be 18. So I need 18 tokens. Ooh, I just have it. So I probably won't do 3. I'll probably just we have 2 items. We're not going to push our luck this early in the game. 6, cultivate and harvest. Broccoli on the wrong spot. 8. Is productive. Okay, so that's that. Cucumber, I've got corn and beans. Cucumbers, we're going to move them. We're going to keep them where they're at. So we'll move the beans so grower A can't complete their finger-doodle action. I mean, they're 2 crop combo. Okay, so here's a 4. cultivate harvest, covering beans. Cucumbers is 13, beans is 8, 21. Okay. Flip those over. Draw 2. Chard and kale. Kale will keep. Yeah, we'll keep chard too. Carrots. Alright. 4 is productive. Now, what are we going to do with the 4? This grower is probably going to purchase the harvester. Make use of that right away. Cultivate harvest cucumbers. What am I gonna do with those? Oh, I harvest. It's worth 12 tokens. Potatoes, carrots, corn, beans, spinach, and squash. 6 sabotage. I want to do that. Let's go with broccoli. And we can sabotage the broccoli. We can sabotage the broccoli, but you know, I think we need to focus on what we're doing over here. It's going to be potatoes. We don't quite have enough tokens to make a purchase, so we're just gonna bring the disc and we're gonna play squash. 2 tokens in, 1 for the disc owner. Spinach goes to squash. Okay, I think we've got broccoli in the wrong spot, that's 9. Then I think we have another action on the other end of this. And keep carrots. Okay. Second action is we'll purchase the seed. Okay. More productive. We're going to pay for the potatoes not on the right spot. It's 9 tokens. Flip this over. Then we got broccoli. Okay, squash, cultivate and harvest. Squash on their own spot is 15. 15 on that. wash goes to cutes. Okay, so now we're sabotaging. We're just going to pay attention to what we can do on our turn. Here's where the fender doodles come into place. This grower B, I've noticed, may in fact put out 2 crops on a turn, which means I might want my fender doodle out on, let's say, the disc of the cedar. Let's say the disc. Okay. That takes care of that. I also place a fender doodle on the adversity card. Let's check out the card again. Let's remove 2 crops from the fields. So we might want to place a fender doodle on there. But we've used up our 2 actions to place one on the disc. So 1, 2, 6. We're going to purchase the cultivator. 3 back. Okay, there goes the kale. 5 is productive. Okay. So I think we're gonna. We can place a fender doodle on our tractor and see what that gives us. It's like a delayed gratification, right? You're trying to set yourself up for long and short-term goals. And in this particular case, the tractor, if you place a fender doodle on there, we're going to be set up very well for quick scoring later. But before I do that, I do have to think about what I'm going to place on my next turn. What's in my budget? We have 27 tokens. 27, that's a pretty good amount. Which means I should be able to do multiple crop combos. What have I got? I got sharpened corners, kale. That looks very good. So I'll do 3 crops the next time. I'll go ahead and place the fender doodle on the tractor. There we go. Okay, 6. Okay, here's what I want to be clear about, just a quick timeout. So when we're placing fender doodles somewhere on the board, we want to make sure that that initial placement is free. You know, you have the fender doodles on your farm to begin the game. The initial placement, once again I should say, on items on the board is free. It's not free if you place them on purchased equipment. Okay? There it's going to be an action to place and an action to promote to an adult. Okay. Gambling's not gonna happen. Gambling's too productive. Gambling's not gonna happen. Six sabotage, not gonna happen. So we're going to this. Everything using the disc. And I'm not sure what the fender doodle placed on the disc is for in this particular case. Maybe it's just the cedar that has dual function, right? Where you can plant extra. In this case, the fender doodle on the disc Doesn't have it as far as on the home front goes. Okay, so that's going to help. That helps clear up things. I wasn't sure about adding that extra functionality to the cedar. I don't want to confuse people. I want to make OOPTA as streamlined and simple as possible, but elegant with a lot of depth and complexity. Okay, when you go looking for it. And in this particular case, I don't think it adds anything. So I think we'll just keep the finger doodles as is. You can't, in fact, grow extra seeds with the cedar, and we'll just keep gameplay the way it is. Okay? Alright, so that takes care of that. The one feature that we did like is placing the finger doodle on the tractors, which confers the benefit of condensing 2 actions into one, thereby essentially giving us 4 actions on a turn, as if we had borrowed the tractor from another grower in the game, who had gone bankrupt, right? Okay, so I think that's going to do it for now. Please leave comments or something in the descriptions below the video. Do you have any suggestions or interesting feedback to give me? Yeah, just let me know. So until next time, everybody, keep on playing OOPTA. Have fun with your friends and family. Quality time with them is what life is all about. That's what OOPTA is about, and I'm signing off. See you later.